Yo, what's up, Hash? How's it going? Yeah, good morning. It's like 9 a.m. here. How about where you're at? I know. Finally, right? Finally. I'm stoked. Took Thursday and Friday off, and yeah, yeah, we're stoked. I didn't realize my chat came from the bottom. The trailer drops in 12 minutes, so this is just like a watch party for it, which I will shut up when it actually plays. What's good, Dee Dee? How's it going? Found a really good tool for skill trees, by the way. Um, it was on the subreddit. This person shared this one here. That right there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, nice. Yeah, I mean, that video definitely stirred the pot a little bit, but yeah, launch trailer today. OG creator. Yeah, we'll see if I can stay relevant with everybody else picking the game up, but that's okay. I'm excited for everybody to join, and hopefully I can still create entertaining content. Definitely interested in doing some breakdown on like augments. I think that's one of the areas that I have the most questions and confusion about. Granted, I only played a little bit of the tech test in passing because I was at TwitchCon and then had like 2 hours when I got home, so I didn't really get to dive into that. Also, really curious about when the what the reset looks like for talent trees. 72 hours, hell yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be giving away 4 copies on the channel here. I'm also happy if you don't have the deluxe edition, whoever wins, I can happily give them the upgrade or whatever, because that is something you can actually buy on the store. If you can't gift it, then I'll just give a Steam gift card for 20 bucks or whatever. I bought it for my son today on the PlayStation. Yeah, when you reset the wipe, yeah, the cosmetics. I feel like there's a cap on the points. I think right now the speculation is 50 because that's what I think Shroud hit in um, the tech test. What about the augments? Well, I mean, obviously we've seen like the green ones. Just like, are there blue ones? Are there purple ones? Like, is there variation? Like, are there ones that are like specific to the snap hook or other gadgets? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just curious if that, like, how deep that goes. If you have an upgraded weapons bench or an augment bench or whatever armor bench, I don't know what that would fall under. Like, what further down the path can you go with some of those things? You know, because I know that like it feels like they have some of the caveats where it's like, oh, you have uh, lowered defenses, which the way I read into lowered defenses, for example, on like the looter one is just you couldn't equip a higher level shield, right? So like, does a blue version of it allow you to have a little more have more inventory, but also a higher level shield or something like that. I don't know. Helldivers, we could find premium currency. That would be interesting. Like Hunt Showdown, they do that. So in Hunt, you can find like Hunt Bucks in the world. Um, and you can find blood bonds. Sorry, blood bonds is the premium currency, and you can find them sometimes in like golden cash registers and stuff. Yeah, same. Uh, Neil, I don't know if you saw, if you were here yet, but I shared. There's somebody that linked this on Reddit. It's a uh, pretty cool skill tree builder. I'd seen one before that, but that one I think it's more intuitive. The other one you had to like click and then a window would pop up and you had to like add the talents. This one feels a little bit more like what's in the game. Used to be able to find more blood bonds around. Yeah, that's what prior to uh, Call of Duty getting involved. I'm just kidding. I don't mean that, Hunt Showdown. We love you. Listen, if that's what it takes to keep that game thriving like it is, I'll take an agent. You know. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about the augments. I really want to know how to like reset a talent tree. Like what does that entail? You know, do I have to wait for the projects? It's really interesting the narrative they have around effectively prestiging. Um, so like is that uh is that hello from Peru? I don't know greetings from Peru. Sweet. I've been to Peru one time. I flew into Lima. My brother-in-law was born and raised there, and then we went to Cusco and we hiked into to Machu Picchu. We did the 3 days. What's up, Moba Fett? How's it going? They redid their monetization before he got there. Gotcha. Money and a certain amount of material. Yeah, yeah. I think I would hope that's the case. You know, like I think um, again, if I'd love to be able to reset my talent tree without having to be the part of the projects, the expedition. Sorry. We got 6 minutes till this trailer. Pretty excited. Curious what it's going to reveal. Should be standard. Even Wukong had that feature. Yeah, like even like World of Warcraft. Like I think to Agent's point, like maybe it does cost some in-game currency, you know, or there's something you have to do to get there. Maybe you have to. I know you have to progress your account to level 20 to be able to do the expedition. So maybe you have to get to a certain degree. Because even in World of Warcraft, like it was not necessarily something you could do all the time. If you recall, originally. It was like every time you reset your talent tree, it like cost more to do it and stuff like that. I think it's 50 levels, DD. Do you think they show us a new arc? Well, we saw the Bombardier in the last little video they put out, which was new. They renamed or they redid the pop, but I'm assuming. I mean, we see the king in the other trailer. I'm curious if there's a Baron, you know, because if you recall in the tech tests and even in Server Slam, there's the Baron husks. They're called Barons, right? So you have the Queen that has a certain model, you have the King that has a certain model, then you have Barons. It felt like when I was just watching another one of the trailers, uh, there was another type that was there. Hold on one sec. Hello.
They said the world above had ended, but endings are only for those who forgot how to begin again. So you learn to listen, to move quiet, think fast. Be ready to change your mind. Up there, the roads are twisted, the rules are gone. But if you are brave enough to wander and seek, who knows what you might find.
Hey, look at us. They ain't ducks. Come on, Apollo ain't paying enough for this. That's why I was asking for a minigun.
Doors are closing in 5, 4, 1.
They said the world above had ended, but endings are only for those who forgot how to begin again. So you learn to listen, to move quiet, think fast. Be ready to change your mind. Up there, the roads are twisted, the rules are gone. But if you are brave enough to wander and seek, who knows what you might find.
Hey, look at us. They ain't ducks. Come on, Apollo ain't paying enough for this. That's why I was asking for a minigun.
Doors are closing in 5, 4, 1.
They said the world above had ended, but endings are only for those who forgot how to begin again. So you learn to listen, to move quiet, think fast. Be ready to change your mind. Up there, the roads are twisted, the rules rules are gone. But if you were brave enough to wander and seek, who knows what you might find.
Hey, look at this. They need ducks. Come on, Apollo ain't paying enough for this. That's why I was asking for a minigun.
Doors are closing in 5.
They said the world above had ended. But endings are only for those who forgot how to begin again. So you learn to listen, to move quiet, think fast. Be ready to change your mind. Up there, the roads are twisted. The rules are gone. But if you were brave enough to wander and seek, who knows what you might find.
Hey, look at this. They need ducks.
Thanks.
Come on, Apollo ain't paying enough for this.
So I was noticing, yeah, are we saying that this might be the king right here? Oops. Saying this might be the king. Because that's definitely a unique model. Like, we haven't seen anything like that. Even if you look at the new tutorial at the beginning, and then like even earlier in the trailer, like there's a different, like this horn thing is unique. What's up, Nort? This horn thing is definitely unique. And we haven't seen anything like this. This is, but the Baron husks, like maybe this is a Baron. I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty massive. Also, I was noticing some new cosmetics that we haven't seen yet. Like this. This is pretty badass. Yeah, really digging. Actually, let's turn the playback speed to like way slow. Yeah, like the new, like that's a new cosmetic right there for sure. That's pretty cool. And then I saw when the thing ends up closing over here. Yeah, even that helmet is unique right here compared to what we've seen in the past. Which is pretty cool. Yeah, so uh, supposedly there's 4 maps on launch agent, and then the fifth, which is we believe the snow map, is going to open potentially based on a community event. This is that new blue gateway, or I think it's called blue gateway, blue gate. This is that map, which was not in the tech test. Let's see, seen that before. Yeah, this is probably Blue Gate based on the other trailer. So that's a barren husk. Like I wonder if the horn's just broken off of it or if it's just different. So that's on spaceport. This is new, and maybe this is Salamantis, because it did look like there was some internal areas. Yeah, the jet fighter pilot thing looks sick. I agree. Okay, that's Dam. What is? That's new. There's like a. Oh no. That's a bus. I don't know if that's the new map or not. Yeah, maybe he upgraded his model, so you got a bastion there. Yeah, the night does look interesting for sure, especially with like the environmental effects there. Like night never had fog. Now I don't know if that's just for cinematic purposes for the trailer. That is Dam. This is Dam. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that is. I mean, it looks, because this is like a road. So, I mean, it does have vibes from like, I don't know. I think that might be the new map potentially. That's the new beginning animation. Yeah, that cosmetic's pretty sick. And that one, oh, that's new too. That whole outfit's new. This is probably Blue Gate. What did I miss here? Okay, so that's a queen. Leaper. So is that he's using the snap hook to pull it to him, huh? See, he shoots the snap hook and he's tethering the arc in, which is pretty cool, and then he's meleeing it. So that's unique. I never really used the snap hook much in the tech test, but yeah, see how he's just shooting. Yeah, that's from his or her perspective right here, right? Shoots the snap hook out, grabs the arc, and then it's a different perspective of him pulling it in. That's pretty badass. That's cool. That looks like that's spaceport. Yeah, that's the new map. Blue Gate or whatever. Map looks really good. There's that cosmetic again, that other cosmetic. Is that a Rocketeer? No, it's got, yeah, I guess those are rockets. I don't think it's a redesign of the Queen because they show the Queen earlier in the trailer. So I feel like it's either got to be the Baron or the I don't know if it's the King, because in the other trailer, what's the other? If you could, let's see, if we go to the other Arc Raiders trailer, which is not long ago, the Know Your Enemy one. Yeah, this trailer, like, this is definitely way larger than that. You know what I mean? Like, this trailer came out, what, 2 days ago? So, like, if we're going to call that the King, like, that's way larger than whatever is in this trailer. So I feel like in this trailer, right, you have the Queen. If I can find it again. Yeah, you have the Queen somewhere right here. I've not seen the Bombardier in game yet. I'm excited for that one. Okay, there we go. So you have the Queen here. Same thing with like the eyes here. Like this is the same that we've seen on the Queen. So this has got to be the King, and then this is something entirely different, you know? Like, which it could be a Baron. Like the feet look like the Baron husks, but again, like this horn thing, when you look at the Baron husks, that doesn't exist on those. So I don't know. I don't know what that is. I have no idea. Well, cool. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I'm going to be live streaming on Thursday. I'm going to start streaming when the game goes live, and then I'll be giving away several copies of the game. I don't know. I don't think if the ice map is Stella Montis, then I don't believe it's going to be available on the 30th. Yeah, I think the winter location. I think this map. My guess is, which I've been very wrong before, but my guess is there's a whole indoor complex, and then outside is the snow, and that's what's going to get released when we do a community event that unlocks it. Because when I asked the question to TwitchCon about like what they'd done in Tech Test 1, where they had this community event, they specifically mentioned they're going to be doing those again, and then they mentioned that if you look at the flavor text in the game around Stella Montis, it's like it talks specifically about the Raiders are removing traps. So my suspicion is there's something we're going to be contributing at the launch to open that up. I did read something today also about there being a content drop before Christmas. Now, whatever that is, no idea. I doubt it's a map. But yeah, so like, yeah, here's the ice snow area. So my suspicion is this could be Stella Montis. And then there's a indoor and outdoor, and we come in through the tunnels, but I don't know. It's hard to say, but you know what? We only got to wait 2 days. So anyway, well, cool. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, like I said, I'll be streaming. I'll put an event, but I'll be streaming when it goes live, and I'll be giving away 4 copies of the game to folks. And like I said, if you already have the game, but you don't have the deluxe edition, happy to get you that. Also happy, like if you're on console, to gift them. I've given away 3 copies from the Summer Games Fest already. I second the idea. The community event connected to Stella Montis is coming more towards the end of this season. Yeah, winter map at Christmas, right? There we go. All right, see y'all topside. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Everyone have a